Welcome so much to my YouTube channel. This is Dominic TV Show, and from wherever you're watching from, I welcome you and welcome so much to my live this morning. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to see another beautiful day that God has given unto us. So I have each and every reason to appreciate and to give thanks to Almighty God. So as we start this particular life, you know, I just want us to share a little bit, little things that we know about the Gulf countries, and some of the questions that you will be asking, I will be answering them. And as we move forward, I hope and I think that they will assist someone out there, and that. Whoever who has been aspiring to come onto the Gulf countries will absolutely find this particular video be of utmost importance to him or to her. So as you join this particular life, just know that you are welcomed, and I feel that. You are one of the special guests, you are one of the special person who we are going to work with, and to go through this particular explanation till the end. So as we wait people to join, as we wait for people to join, uh, I had prepared this particular, clip, or rather this particular teachings, and I have a couple of things that I want us to share. And I think that at the end of the day, we will be in a good position to not make the mistakes that we have been seeing through, the mistakes that we have, witnessed over the years. And I think it is an opportune moment, it is an opportune time for us to, you know, to get this particular information. And I think and hope that the information will take us to the next level, uh, to the next level, whereby we uh, are thinking of, thinking of going, and we will avoid definitely most of the mistakes that we have been witnessed, as I said earlier. So, if you are new to this channel, just subscribe and hit that notification so as whenever we post a video, you will be the first to view it. So the first thing that I want to discuss with you people, thank you so much for uh, whoever who has tuned in. I'm trying to get your name. Just comment over the comment section, and I will give you a shout out. So the first thing I just want us to discuss is about, when you come to the Gulf countries, these are the countries that, there is a lot of job opportunities, and uh, you know these opportunities, when we get them, we have to appreciate them, and we have to be serious on these particular issues that we that we have, and something very important that I want us to know is that when you come to the Gulf, most I start with the house managers. These are the migrant workers who go to the Gulf countries and work in the houses, and there are a lot of challenges that we have been witnessing these particular house managers are passing through, and these particular uh, challenges are the ones that we want uh, to uh, to solve, or to bring some of the solutions that we some of the solutions on how we can avoid them. So the first and foremost thing that you should know is that once a house manager reaches into the Gulf countries in a homestead of a particular sponsor, the first thing is she has to surrender the passport uh, to the boss, to the sponsor who who has brought her to that particular place. So you have to surrender your passport. You have to, you know, you have to give out your passport because they think that maybe you can escape. Maybe you can go to another homestead that it is not in accordance to the agreement that you had agreed. So they take your passport, and as they take your passport, you start working. So the first thing that you should know is when a house manager comes to the Gulf countries, one, she has to surrender the passport to the sponsor. Number two, on the migrant workers, maybe Gulf countries to work in companies. You find that when you reach into the Gulf countries, what you have to do, or what you are expected to do, is just to hand over your passport so that the igama or the ID can be processed. Once it has been processed for the migrant workers who are going to work in companies, then your passport will be returned back to you. For example, in Qatar, whenever you surrender your passport so that the ID can be processed, something that happens is that 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you get your passport back because it is contrary, or it is against the law for your sponsor to keep the passport for you. So they are not allowed, and that's the reason as to why the people who works in the companies in Qatar, and also in Qatar, they have their passports with them. But it is different, like for example, Saudi Arabia. When the house managers goes onto her sponsor, she is told that bring your passport, and also some of them, they can even be told to surrender to surrender their phones, if at all maybe they have met with the wrong, or rather a sponsor who uh, he or she likes disturbing the house manager, so she can tell you to surrender your passport and also your phone. But most of the house managers, they do surrender the passport, but the phones, they are left with them. So that is the first point that I want you to know. And thank you so much for those who are uh, you know, the word is evaporating. Thanks so much for the stream. Uh, And the second point is that as we come to these Gulf countries, let us focus on what brought us here. Most of the people come onto the Gulf countries, they forget on what really brought them here. And that is the reason as to why we are hearing a lot of stories, a lot of dramas in like Saudi Arabia and other countries that the migrant workers are being afford they, they do in accordance to in accordance to what has brought them in the Gulf countries. So uh, that was you know uh, a Wi-Fi problem. Uh, it has not Wi-Fi but network problem. It has let me down. So uh, sorry for the net net network problem. So that is it. Sorry for the network problem. So, focusing on what brought you in the Gulf countries, and that is the something that of utmost, importance, and that is what we ought to do. That is what we have to focus on the things that matters a lot. That is point number two. Number three is forget about being given cash. More so, the people who the house managers who are there in Saudi. You get that somebody or rather a house manager has come from her, and she works in a particular homestead, and as she works over there, she starts having a relationship with the boss, and that particular relationship goes to the next level. They continue, vibing. They continue, joking, and at the end of the day, things manager will find herself in a big trouble. And when she's trouble, no one is there to assist her. You have witnessed a couple of events whereby the house managers are being mistreated, and most of the times there is no one who comes through to help them. So what I can advise brought you in Gulf country, just focus, on your future plan. Just focus on the things that matters a lot. Just focus on the, thing will eventually bring profit to you, and not bring you agony, not things that will make you suffer at the end of the day. And I am preparing this video for you today for you to have a clear picture on what and that's how I want acted. So that is point number three. And point is that there are those house managers who likes to be given cash. I am but given that particular cash, remember this is Gulf country. They have their culture, they have their way of doing things. So mostly in Saudi Arabia, when you start vibing, you start having an affair with the boy, with the kid sponsor, then you will find yourself being in trouble, and that's the reason as to why I'm advising you not to enter into that particular norm, or into that particular tendency of being by the boss, by the by the children of the boys, because it will land you into trouble. Because habit just starts slowly, and eventually, at the end of the day, you will find yourself in big trouble. Maybe you started having an affair with the boss, and the boss lady acknowledges, knows, comes and discovers about that particular habit. Uh, Guess what? What will happen? It is just terrible. You will have to deal with that particular, the madam of the house. You have to deal with her because you've crossed the boundaries, and that's the reason as to why I'm advising you today that before coming onto the Gulf countries, just be satisfied on what you have. Be focused on your future. Just know what brought you in the Gulf countries. That was point number three. Thank you so much for those who are tuning in, and I really appreciate. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love and support. So, point number four is that be careful. Be careful on what you do. Being careful on what you do. Like recently, there is a story. There is a Kenyan who, was left by the sponsor behind, to take care of the family and the kid. And that particular lady, that particular Kenyan lady, there is a lot of task to do in the house. So she was busy. As she was busy, then she found herself in a dilemma situation whereby the kid of the sponsor just opened the door and went direct to the swimming pool. And of course, a kid is a kid. Uh, he jumped inside. Upon jumping inside, you can guess what happened next. So when that scene was created, the kid is normal, and now the sponsors are back. They are asking, where's our baby? And the lady, the Kenyan house manager, is trying to explain what really happened. So because they didn't want to hear any explanation, because they were very annoyed, and they called the police, and things were getting tough, each and every minute. And the good thing is that there was CCTV, there was CCTVs in that particular house, and the government came, the officials, the representative, and they just reviewed, and they saw what really happened to that particular kid. And at the end of the day, the house manager was found to be, you know, he was found not guilty, you know, and at that particular time, the house manager appreciated and thanked God, and that's the reason as to why I'm advising you, to be prayerful and to be focused on what you do. So the house manager right now, she's okay. She confirmed to the family that I'm okay, because everyone was worried, because the punishment that was supposed to be given, it was terrible. So uh, that is that, and that is our number four. You be careful on what you do. You know, you be careful. Just be careful. Do your job as expected, and at the end of the day, you will get your salary. You will, uh, you will have your dreams being fulfilled by the Almighty God. And that's what absolutely have uh, uh, we have come to do, and that's what exactly uh, is our you know that's exactly our mission. And according to according to what we really came to do, and according to what uh, brought us in this particular foreign land, we should be having vision. We should be, uh, you know, we we should be having plans, future plans, uh, whereby they should guide us. The future plans that are valid, the future plans that they will assist us in moving forward, you know. And at the end of the day, you won't regret uh, having those future plans, focusing on what really matters, you know. And the Almighty God will be praised, you know, will be praised day in. And that's our mission. That's our mission in these particular countries. That's our mission in this particular area, in this particular, uh, in this particular place. So that is point number uh, 4. Number 5 is that mind about your dress code. In these particular countries, these are Muslim, or rather Arabic countries, whereby most of them they are Muslims, and they have their culture, they have their customs, they have how there is a protocol on how they do things, not like our countries where we come from. You know, our countries, we can, we can address the way we want, in order for us to look good. And and that's how we usually do things. But when you come to Gulf country, it is different, you know. And how we do things, it is absolutely different with how they do their stuffs. And I think that if we focus on our dress code, there is nothing, absolutely nothing that is gonna affect us. There is nothing absolutely that is gonna affect you, that is going uh, to affect your work, to affect your dreams, to affect your mission, dreams, and ambitions that you have. So just respect their custom, dress good, dress smart, and focus on your job, and nothing is gonna happen uh, to your life. And that is what they want. That is what they want. And that's their mission. You know, we ought to respect each and every person's, culture. We have to respect them. We have to respect our dignity, and that's the fundamental of all things, respect. If you respect yourself first, you will go out there and respect other people. But you cannot tell me that you want to respect people and you don't respect yourself. So through that, what I'm trying to say is that you have to dress good, you have to respect the culture of other people, so as for you to be respected as well. It is not, uh, it is not something hard to respect somebody's culture, to respect somebody's, beliefs, customs, and what really they usually do. It is not hard. So uh, that is what I'm advocating uh, for we as we come onto the Gulf countries uh, to be doing before anything else. And I assure you that you will not regret, you will not find it hard to live onto these particular countries. And, you know, share my videos. So you will not find it hard. That is the truth of the matter. And that is our point number 5. Point number 6. When you come to these particular countries, like if you come to Qatar, Qatar prohibits fighting. There is no fighting, you know. Uh, if you come here, just be gentle, just be calm, and focus on what brought you to this particular land. And at the end of the day, of course, you will be safe. You will not have troubles in your undertaking. You will do your things without any hesitation, without any, uh, fear. And that's what we all like. We all want peace. We all want unity. As we stay as brothers and sisters, we want unity. And that's the fundamental thing of all, uh, you know, of all people in this world. So, uh, those are the points that I had prepared for you, and those are the fundamental uh, points that I wanted to share with you. So, in brief, as I go through them, number one, I've said that when you come to the Gulf countries, if it is the house managers, they do surrender their passports. Others, they are being instructed to surrender their phones. Uh, but unto the migrant workers who are working in factories, they stay with their passports. When the ID has been processed, then they are given their passports. That's the difference between a house manager and a migrant worker who is doing his styles in a company. Number two, I've talked about you focus on what brought you to the Gulf country, and you will not have troubles uh, with the boss, with the sponsors that brought you there. Number three is that you forget about uh, handouts, being given money. You forget about it. Number four, you be careful on what you do. You know, focus on the job that brought you there. Focus. And number five, you mind about your dress code. This is a Muslim country. Mind about your dress code. Number six, no fighting. You know, no fighting in this particular uh, Gulf countries. If you fight, then the punishment is awaiting for you, and it is not a small punishment. You can be deported through fighting, you know, and there is a couple of punishment that you can receive, but just an advice is that don't fight, respect everybody's culture, uh, you know, respect yourself and have plans for the future. And as you consider all those factors that I've spoken, you will be in a good and in a, uh, in a good place to work in a Gulf countries. They are not bad people. It is only your attitude, only your behaviors that they will determine uh, your stay in these particular countries. So, as I wind up, I just want to appreciate you all for being part of me, for being part and parcel of this particular journey. Stay tuned for more content. Have a nice day. Subscribe if you haven't. And I love you all. Thank you.